Reply still. I think we're good. I think we're good, lovelies. I'm gonna just kick this live. Let's do it. All right, how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Another great episode of Cross Circle. We got plenty of topics. I almost said talk picks, whatever the hell. Topics for y'all. We got plenty to go around, you know. But it's about to be crazy. About to be crazy here in this. Let me just share the link. You already know what we got to do the first few moments of the stream. You already know. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Oh, I need to get the creamer for my coffee. Oh shit. Boys, I'm so far behind. Boys, it's been a doozy. It's been an absolute doozy. Absolute doozy. All right, let me focus here for a little bit, and not be a complete waste of space. Let's see. All right. Nope, not that. Not that. Not that tweet. This one. Bow. 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 All right. Got the stuff shared over here. That's good. All right. Let's share this in a few other places. Good morning, lovelies. How we doing? All right, now here's the predicament, right? I'm making the French press right now for my coffee, but I did indeed forget the creamer in the kitchen. So when this French press is done, I will have to leave for a little bit to go get the creamer, and then I will return, just like Thanos. All right, I'm just gonna quickly make this, and we'll be good. You know what I'm saying? But how's everyone's day going? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a nice morning. Hope everyone's nice and well rested. You know. Let me know. Let me know how you're doing. You know, we got plenty of topics. Yes, Starks. Yeah, this is Starks said this is gonna be the new time for cross circle, I believe. Pretty sure. So, yep. But we got plenty of topics to talk about. What's up, Iski? How you doing in the chat, bro? Appreciate you. Okay, so Discord message I'll check that out in a little bit. Oh, Starks, what's wrong, buddy? Starks, you know what I'm saying? I had low key a rough weekend, so I kind of feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that, G. Well, we'll doing good, a little tired. Yeah, no, I am very tired. I woke up about 45 minutes ago or something like that. Um, and yeah, man, I'm just tired, man. School, work, it's a lot, but we out here. We out here doing this. I haven't played Borderlands 3 in like a few days. I miss Borderlands 3, man. So sad. I did play some Switch games though. I did get some Switch games in, and I did play a really good iOS game that we will talk about probably on the show. I think maybe I don't know, but I did play some games, just not Borderlands 3 unfortunately. But hopefully I can get some time in today. I gotta do some homework, but it shouldn't be that much, and I should be able to play a little bit if I can carve out some time. So hopefully. But read the title, boys. Let me know what you guys think about those specific topics. And yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just not in the state right now. Yeah, no, Sharks is cool. Like, if you want, we could chop it up later on Discord, bro. If you need to talk, bro. I got you, G. No worries. No worries. Oh, and Sarks, I do have to talk to you about Road to Part 2. There, I think it's going to be a change in when it's getting posted. I think it'll work out better overall. So I think we're going to put Road to Part 2 out a little bit sooner than next Wednesday. Than, like, the next Wednesday, if that makes sense. So, yeah. I'll let you know when we talk later. It's all good. But, all right, boys. I'll be right back. I'm going to get Creamier for this. And I'll be right back. I'll be right back, lovelies. Be right back. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't leave. You guys leave? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. What's going on, lovelies? Aaron, I know it was a chair for about 30 seconds, okay? Calm down. All right, Aaron? Can the man go make his coffee? Is that okay? Aaron, I swear to God, Aaron. Ooh, boy. Aaron, I'm like, Aaron. See me on Factions, Aaron. See me on Factions. You want to talk that talk. See me on Factions. But let's open up Skype to see if the homie, Christian has not called yet. Oh, yes, he definitely did call. He most definitely did call. God damn it. I suck. He most definitely did call. That's hilarious.
Hello.
What it do? Christian, may I get a loud scream from you to see if OBS is picking up your audio? Okay, never mind. I guess you didn't hear me.
My mic was loose.
You what?
My mic was loose.
Oh, okay. Can I get a loud scream from you real quick?
Ah.
All right. I gotta figure out why you don't seem low for OBS, but you seem low for me. I can still hear you, so like, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
But that's weird.
Well.
That's very odd though. Boys in the chat, let me know how Christian sounds. Does he sound good? Does he sound bad? Is he alright?
Yeah. Check. 1, 2, 3. How am I doing?
His
my levels are dancing on my end.
Yeah, his levels are good on OBS. I just want to make sure that he sounds good for you.
7 to 9.
You're about 7 to 9?
On my end, yeah.
You are right now in the green, picking on yellow on OBS.
Well, that's what we like.
So you should be good. Good. Christian, how was your weekend? Did you have a good weekend?
It kind of flew by and I didn't realize it.
Mine flew by. I had a lot of things I did. Yeah, it was quite interesting. Very fun, but interesting. Mm-hmm. All right. As Keith says he sounds good in the chat, shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. But I did play a lot of games that were not PS4 games, unfortunately.
Interesting.
Due to what I did Saturday night, which was go out, as one does. I was bedridden for the entire Sunday. Sunday was
Uh,
not Sunday was not the day for the boy, if I may. So I binged Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Wow, phone, relax. I binged Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, beat that game. Enjoyed it overall.
huh.
Very, very good game. I feel like it's how I, like how I put this, like it's a really good game, right? But like it's not a game that's like exceptional or like anything that is like a must buy for the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
Yeah.
Celeste is a must buy for the Switch, or like Mario Maker 2 is a must buy for the Switch. You know what I'm saying? Mario Kart, etc. But you
It's
know,
like a 7, right?
also let's yeah, it's like a very very good 700%. Very very good 7. You know what I'm saying?
Sevens, I like sevens.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, 100%. Um
No, it's a 7.
uh-oh. What's a 7?
I'd say Infamous Second Son is a 7.
Yes, precisely. I
That's a
am.
good. I platinumed that. I had fun with Infamous
I'm.
Second.
I am gonna have to agree. Yes, I like. Yep. Second Son is indeed a 7. But yeah, that was good. Yesterday and of the weekend, I beat a little game on Apple Arcade,
Mm,
Sayonara Wild Hearts, and I played a little bit on my Apple TV as well in my room. Because there's cross save. I don't think that's being talked about a lot, but there is cross save between all your devices under your Apple ID
I mean,
with
that makes
Apple
sense.
Arcade games. Yeah, and because I saw it pop up on my Apple TV because I have like automatic app, downloads and stuff like
Right.
that going. But all right, bye, Starks. I'll see you later, homie. I
That
was gonna say
starts.
yeah. So I just didn't think that it would work that easy, but no, it worked that easy. It was great, and it's a great game. Such a cool game. Very very good music. I love it.
I remember the trailer for this game before the Game Awards,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I was into it. That we were reacting together. I remember that was a highlight for me. I liked that.
Yeah, it's a really good. It's really good. It's something that you could easily get through in like an hour and a half. Hour 45. Very very good game. I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. Yeah.
Nice.
Omar liking that Sayonara. Yeah, dude, isn't it so good? I love Sayonara Wild Hearts. That was such a good game. I won't go back and play some. Like I played a lot of it like on the bus too, on the way to class. Like I'll just pop it on whatever. But that's all that I played, and then a little bit more on stream, but not a lot. But you got any closing thoughts, Christian, or do you want to just roll into the good
Um,
stuff?
I don't know if we're gonna get to touch on this today, but I did. As we you know, last week I finished Uncharted 4.
You did, indeed.
Um, this weekend I played probably like 2 to 3 hours of Factions in Last of Us Remastered.
Mmm.
So
You
I
did.
did play Factions on PS3. I was a big fan. I didn't play it religiously. I
Right.
loved the Uncharted 2 multiplayer. That was my go-to for PS3 back in the day.
Right.
That wasn't COD, but yeah, Factions. I remembered liking it. I was surprised how fast it came back to me. I've yet to start up my playthrough of Last of Us Remastered yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be doing it as soon as possible. Uh, it's just every time I boot that game up, I either just listen to that main menu screen with the window or roll into Factions.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I do have to start my Left Behind playthrough because I played through The Last of Us last year. I might do one more go around before part
Again,
two.
yeah.
I might just because like why not? You know what I'm saying? Just you know. I feel like I might do one more pass through of the single player at some point, but definitely I gotta play through Left Behind. Um,
Have you ever played it on Survivor?
no, should I?
My friend told me that is the way that game should be played.
I know I've heard that it's drastically different.
So I think the major difference is that there's no uh, listen mode, like
Right, right,
Detective Vision style
right. Yeah,
combat.
yeah.
There's like none of that,
I see.
which I'm interested because going back to it, I feel like, especially after seeing it in Factions again after all these years,
Uh huh.
I feel like that's a big crutch to use. So I'm interested to go back as far as like more not role playing, but like me being in this scenario, knowing what Joel knows,
Ooh.
trying to survive.
Right, right. I see. Yeah, because in the single player, I don't remember really using listen mode that much. I know I use it a lot in factions because I
Mhm.
suck. I'm on the
Yeah,
way to being a decent. Actually, you know what? I won't say I suck. Right. I think I'm. I think it. I think I could definitely hold my own in a given factions match. But
yeah, I'm doing all right. Like
yeah,
I see these level like 700s, but like I'm doing okay.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But
Want to roll into the
but
show?
what?
Were you gonna transition to the show, or you were saying something else?
I think I'll say something, but I honestly forgot what I was saying.
Oh my bad.
I forgot what I was saying. Shout out to Baby D in the chat. How you doing, bro? Shout out to everyone in the chat. This is gonna be the new time slot though for Cross Circle, okay, boys? All right, so get up and early, get your coffee, all right, get your breakfast going.
I was gonna have breakfast, but
I was too. I was too, man. I was too. I was like, do I have time to make eggs? I definitely don't.
the closest place to me stopped serving breakfast before 11. Made me mad.
That's
But that's
upsetting.
beside the point. I have my coffee, so let's roll the show.
All right, let's do it. Cheer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 54 of Cross Circle, the official podcast for PlayStation Source. I'm your moderator, Christian Buckley, joined at this new time slot, waking up in the morning,
Mm.
with Kevin Diaz.
Yeah, I mean, last night it was like 11:30. I was like, Kevin, it's getting a little bit late. You gotta be up a little bit early now on Tuesday mornings, Kevin.
Mm-mm,
Wait a minute. Do you listen to Colin Moriarty?
I don't.
Oh, because his podcast his podcast is up on Tuesdays, right? So what he usually says at the top of the show is like, making your Tuesdays great again. You know what I'm saying? So here we are making Tuesdays double great again. You know what I'm saying? We're out here doing the most.
Um, so, like I said, new time slot.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see how this goes. This is how it's gonna work out probably for the fall release schedule for fall classes. But um, I'm kind of glad for our first week we have a reason to have moved because yesterday
Indeed.
and in the middle of the night we got some pretty crazy PlayStation news.
I was serving tables at work, mind my own business. Christian sends me a very interesting text message. I see it on my watch.
Before that, even I
Wait, wait,
was going to ask you, did you see that sometime within the last 8 to 10 hours, I saw this via Wario64
what is going on? Wait,
that
do I know?
PlayStation Now has a permanent
Ooh,
price cut.
I did see that. I
Yeah.
did see that. I'm very excited about that. So me, right? I am still a monthly subscriber of PS Now, right?
Mhm.
The games I prominently played on PS Now were the Batman's most recently. I played all the Batmans through PS Now, and I'm not saying that PS Now for everyone works great. I'm just saying from my circumstances and my internet connection, it is great. I love
Mhm.
PS Now. It works flawlessly for me at least. I have had a game completely drop and back out maybe twice, and I've played through all the Batman games. And what was that? What was before? I played something before that.
Red Dead.
Red Dead. Thank you. Yeah. Red Dead as well. Probably in combination of both those two, I've dropped maybe twice. So it runs for me
Yeah,
very
so
very good. But
you're a big fan of the service, right?
yeah, very big fan.
And the library as well. You think it's pretty good?
I think it's really good. I think there's a lot of stuff there, and they keep adding more stuff. Like this month, they added God of War, 2018, mind you, Grand Theft
Yep.
Auto 5, Uncharted 4, and Infamous Second Son. So like a lot of first party stuff, a lot of big Rockstar games. It's looking really good. Yeah, and I do have the new pricing structure and what it
Right.
used to be. If you want me to break it down.
Sure. I do want to add to that those games you just listed, since those are PS4 games,
Oh
you
right.
can download those straight to your system. You don't have to stream them.
Indeed, yeah. You do have to, yeah. You can download those. So what it is, and so the they looks like they changed the monthly. So they went through all the pricing structures. So you can either pay through PS Now either monthly, quarterly, or yearly. And before they were $20 for a month, $45 for a quarter, and then $100 for a year. But now the new pricing structure is going to be $10 a month, $25 quarterly, and $60 a year, which is a great price drop. I like that. That's a huge. I like that a lot. I think I might.
I
I think I might switch to the yearly one.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you're planning on that.
I might. I might switch to the yearly, honestly, because that seems like a very good deal. The price of one game, all the PS Now service, yo, that's
Yeah.
a very good deal. Mm.
I um I tried PS Now when I think towards the beginning of the generation,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was neat. Like it's the best way that I've heard Omar describe it, which I agree with for the most part, is that it's like you're playing a YouTube video at times.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was pretty much my experience with it at the time.
Right.
I'm curious to go back to it because that was like 3, 4 years ago, maybe. I'm interested. I might splurge on a quarterly subscription.
Mm.
Just try
Mm.
it out for a few months and
Hell
see
yeah.
how heavy I'm in on it.
Absolutely.
Because I've told you about this, and when we talked about Batman, I've never played Arkham Origins. And while I'm holding out hope that today's Game Informer cover story reveal is this WB Montreal Batman game,
Dude.
tying in with an Arkham Origins remaster,
Oh,
this doesn't happen.
I would love an Origins remaster, man.
If this
When you
doesn't
said
happen,
that,
playing it on now.
when you said that last week, Origins remaster, Christmas time, December, right after
Okay.
Game Awards over, that would be so perfect. I would play that so quickly. Oh my god, fire! But I'm loving this, and this seems to be at least what it's looking like. It definitely seems like they are trying to kind of stand toe to toe with not yeah, I guess low key stand toe to toe with Game Pass,
Mm,
and
yeah.
like it seems like they're adjusting the prices to definitely fit in, even though a lot of people have made the point that, while Game Pass costs less than PlayStation Now has way more games on the service than Game Pass. Granted, PS Now's been out for a longer time than Game Pass, but still, people have made that case that, even with the old prices, PS Now was still a better deal than Game Pass. But
And I believe also with Game Pass, which I still think is an advantage over PlayStation Now, is that any game on Game Pass you can download to your system.
100%, that's a clear bonus. Yeah, clear bonus. Yeah.
Uh, I'm I don't know if there's an answer for this. I don't know if you have any thoughts on it, but I want to mention it. I'm curious why now, like if next gen comes around and the rumors are true that you can play PS1, 2, 3, 4 games natively on the hardware on a disc.
Right.
What is the need for PlayStation Now streaming a PS3 game when I could easily just run to a GameStop or eBay, order Red Dead and Batman, then I have it on a disc and I can just pop it in?
And you're playing it natively at that. You're not streaming it.
Yeah, I'm not streaming it. I'm
Yeah.
not risking losing connection or anything. Is it just the convenience? Is this just something that they're giving players another option for? Do you think this sticks around next gen? Because they did pay a lot of money for that Gaikai service.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if there's a clear answer there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best answer if I was like PlayStation PR trying to, answer that question to you is that is number one the convenience and number two, you know, $10 for 1 month, you get access to over 700 games
Yeah.
that you can play straight up right now. Some you can download at your PS4, others you have to stream, but overall, $10 access to 700 games. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where they're kind of baking on. But my hope is that this is kind of inkling that if they are, you know, if they are still paying attention to obviously they are, but like they still somewhat seem to be open to changing PS Now's price structure, right? I really hope that with the new generation we get a all access PlayStation PlayStation Pass, right?
Right.
Bundle in PS Now, maybe throw in View if you want to, like maybe the like lowest tier of View or something like that with PS Now and PS Plus, because I would pay $100 a year if it was like, hey, you get access to View now and Plus. Um, like
Yeah.
I would love that. I just hope that happens at some point. You know,
I definitely think with the price drop, there probably will be like $100 for a year of Plus and Now.
yeah,
Maybe like
yeah,
110.
yeah.
Give you a slight discount on it, but curious to see where that leads.
Yeah.
There's another news story about the future of PlayStation, which has me curious as well.
Hmm.
This is the one you were alluding to that I
Yeah.
texted you about while you were at work.
This one I audibly gasped at the bar when I read your
Yeah.
text. There was an audible like, no, like no way. Like, what the... But
Um,
you may proceed.
so if you missed it, yesterday via Twitter, I believe, it was announced by PlayStation that Shawn Layden, who, if you're not familiar with that name, who is Shawn Layden? He's the guy that's pretty much been the face of most major PlayStation press conferences over the last generation, I'd say. He was at
From
E3, he has a big presence. At PSX, he's the guy at PSX. He's the one who had the T-shirts that teased Crash Bandicoot, Medieval, Wipeout. I would say he's like become the face of PlayStation for me.
I
You
would
know,
definitely for me, like
yeah,
definitely. I mean, he's the one that recently he did the Wired.com interview and was the first one at PlayStation, to publicly discuss the PS5 and officially like name concrete features of the new PS5 and stuff like that. So he's definitely in my eyes too like the forefront, the like main face, if you will.
Yeah. And I remember when I saw him for like the first time. I want to say like maybe E3 2013 or 14 is when I saw him like first. Like, who's this guy?
Right.
After Jack Tretton
Shout out
uh,
Jack Trenton. Shout out the
walked
homie.
away from the game. Um, I remember I was like, okay, this guy's all right. And then as time went on, I was like, oh, he's really like growing as a public figure, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
And I just really like his attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
he's very matter of
I
fact.
agree.
He's very no nonsense, but in a way that's like playful.
There is one thing I don't like though.
What's up?
I think it was PSX 2016. I think the last PSX he came out with a gray beard. I do not feel that beard. I don't know what it is. I
I like
know
the beard on him.
really. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm not used to it. I don't. I don't feel it. Maybe if it was the same color as his hair, I would like it a little more. Nonetheless, I don't really care how the man looks, but the beard, that's all good. But you may proceed.
So, um, and like recently, he's been pretty outspoken about his distaste for E3. He was very vocal about that with the Greg Miller interview from PSX,
Hmm.
which I can't say I blame him for having that opinion based on everything we've talked about E3 over the last week or two,
Yep, last episode. Check it out.
right? Uh-huh. But yeah, he is moving on. It seems like the tweet was like wishing him well. They were like, "Hey, he's stepping away. Thank you for everything you did, Sean."
Would you like me to read it real quick? I
Go
have it
for it,
pulled
yeah.
up. Okay. This is from PlayStation's official Twitter. Came out last night at 4:05. Well, last afternoon, if I may. It is with great emotion that we announce that Worldwide Studios chairman Shawn Layden will be departing Sony. What is the I in
Interactive entertainment.
Dang it. Sony Interactive Entertainment. His visionary leadership will be greatly missed. We wish him success in future endeavors and are deeply grateful for his YouTube service. Thanks for everything, Sean. Very odd. Very, very weird tweet.
Yeah, so one Greg Miller, who both of us are familiar with. I'm sure people listening are familiar with Greg Miller since he's a PlayStation guy.
Indeed.
He commented on this saying that something felt off. He's been covering PlayStation for over a decade. He knows how they operate, how they make announcements. And he said that there was something that he said this could be like completely just false and him looking into it too much, but he's like, hey, something about this doesn't seem very PlayStation. I don't know what it is. It doesn't sound like it's a like controversy or like it turns out he's a horrible guy. It doesn't sound like that to him. He was saying that like maybe he took a job with a competitor, maybe there is just like a health problem that's going on or like something that's just causing an abrupt way to depart? Because I
Yeah.
think he also mentioned that some companies, like, there's no 2 weeks notice for positions like Sean's.
I have a
It's
quote
like,
right here if you want me to read it. If
yeah,
you want
go
me to
for it.
reference it. I won't read all of them if you want me to, but that one thing about the 2 weeks, he says maybe he took a job with a competitor. I know some jobs won't take 2 weeks notice. In that case, you leave that day. So he
Okay.
was saying that, like, if you, like you said, like if you go to a competitor, there is no 2 weeks for you,
Yeah.
But
So, um, there's a couple things I want to hit on with the Shawn Layden thing. Firstly, like, thank you, Sean.
shout out Shawn, shout out the boy, big fan,
Yeah.
big fan. I'm gonna miss him. And
I
I'm trying to think, like, is there anyone from like the late PS3 era that's at PlayStation anymore?
Is it Shuhei? Shuhei's the only one left. Or, well, it's
It's
Shuhei, Mark Cerny.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mark's still
Uh,
there. Yoshida's still there. I'm trying to think who
Andrew
else.
House left
A-
last year.
Andrew House is gone. I remember that.
Jack Tretton's gone. Kevin
Mm.
Butler's gone. Remember Kevin Butler?
Shout out Kevin Butler, man. I want Kevin Butler back so bad.
Um, so the chat has been mentioning the big three. You know, Reggie Fils-Aimé walked away from Nintendo earlier this year.
Mhm.
Shawn Layden's walking away from PlayStation. Phil Spencer is the last bastion, I guess, of the past few. Well, Phil Spencer came on this gen, didn't he, for Xbox?
Yeah, it was like 2015. It was like halfway into Xbox One, I think, or right at the start of Xbox
Yeah,
One.
it was. I think it was like a year and a half in or something,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. It
that's
was
when they
something
kind of switched their whole like
to
TV to like,
to
oh, we make games.
yeah, yeah. Oh, by the
uh-huh.
way, by the way, guys.
So yeah, I think as far as Phil Spencer goes, I'm not an Xbox expert, but Phil probably, based on the interview I heard with him. Let me shut my window real quick.
It's all good. It's all good.
The interview I listened to of Phil Spencer with Jeff Gerstmann at E3 this year, which was very entertaining. I recommend that highly. It was very candid. Um, it sounds like he still has a lot he wants to get done with
hmm
Xbox, as far as like just talking about this generation of leaders retiring.
Right, right.
And we don't know if Sean's retiring. We don't know if he's going somewhere else, but
Oh, that was a good correction by Omar in the chat. Yeah, I know Phil's been at the company for a long time, but he got that head position during Xbox One phase. Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah,
good to know.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But
Um,
hmm,
yeah.
it's I
Go
feel.
ahead.
I mean, I feel like I'm with Greg here because I know we've had plenty of other people from PlayStation leave, and there's usually like, hey, he's departing at this date,
Right.
and it's a few months out,
Mhm.
maybe like a few weeks out at minimum, but definitely some time in between. Like there's a transition phase. They probably appoint someone else to take over the role and stuff like that. And I don't think yet we know who's taking over his position. No, like
I haven't seen anything. I haven't
yeah,
looked tons since this happened, but I haven't seen anything about a replacement or um, a temporary one. Like I haven't heard anything about that.
yeah. I'm scrubbing through Push Square. I don't see anything. But that's why I think like there's definitely something's up. So with that being said, I know we were talking a little bit last night, right? If Greg's tweets are meant, not obviously we don't know if it's 100% true, but like if we were to take it as fact that because it seems like he didn't get a 2 week notice, or it seems like he didn't get a little transition period, and he is going to a competitor. Which competitor do we think that he's
Yeah,
going to? You know
I
what I'm
wanted to
saying?
bring that up because
Yeah.
like we know Stadia has Phil Harrison right now,
Mm-hmm.
so I think they're probably set
Yeah.
unless Phil Harrison's leaving or something.
Yeah.
But they haven't even launched yet. I would figure that the guy who's spearheading it is going to stick around at least to launch.
You would hope.
Yeah, you would.
One would hope, right?
Like,
Yeah.
there's already so many questions about if Google's going to support Stadia a year out. So, like, if the guy at the head of the ship jumps ship, not a good look.
There are two things that I'm so interested in the industry that's happening right now, and they're both happening in November. Death Stranding and Stadia. I'm so interested. I don't know what's gonna happen with those two, but yeah, I know privately when me and you were talking last night, that was my first guess. Like, oh, probably Stadia, But then you brought up, they have someone, so probably yeah, That's probably a bad look, right? I mean,
Right.
but
I
I,
do think it's fun because you did bring this up earlier. You were talking about Apple Arcade, and it seems like the consensus from a lot of people is that Apple Arcade is a really cool thing. Do you think he could work at Apple and like sort of lead the games division?
I think there could be something really cool there. If he went to Apple Arcade, I'd be really excited, right? Because
Yeah.
I've been messing with Apple Arcade for like a few days now, mainly with Wild Hearts,
Mhm.
and I love the notion of it because, like, I mean, it just removes the need for mobile games to have those like gotcha mechanics and loot box esque type of mechanisms so that they could stay afloat, right? And it kind of takes that burden off of them, and like there's a route for money to come in, that doesn't make the app devs have to do these things to get money from external things. That makes sense. So
Yeah.
I like Apple Arcade right now a lot, and I think that it could be really cool with Shawn Layden's connections to different devs. I know, obviously, mainly his ties would be to PlayStation devs, and they wouldn't make Apple Arcade games, right? But maybe some teams from the PlayStation Mobile era. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was gonna say that and I'm not sure if you could check this. I don't know if Apple Arcade does have somebody like the head honcho right now, like a Phil Harrison or um somebody that would like lead the charge to make this a big initiative for them. I don't know if there's anybody at the head of Apple Arcade that's like well versed in the industry, you know? That's why I'm thinking Sean could step in. But
that's a great question. I'm looking. Keep filling
okay.
there. I'm looking. I'm gonna try to figure it out. I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out, but
Let's say hypothetically he does go to Apple Arcade. I do think the name of Shawn Layden and the fact that previously, for the first like 3 years of this generation, PlayStation was going hard with indies,
mm-hmm.
and that kind of fell off. Uh, if you see Shawn Layden going to this new platform that does benefit smaller titles, smaller scale titles,
Mm-hmm.
then maybe you have some of those indie devs that did kind of get the cold shoulder from PlayStation, see a new opportunity for this new platform. Maybe he could court people that they did have working relationships with in the past, and maybe there's excuse me, maybe there's something there,
Right,
you know?
right, yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, because I have heard that a lot too, and like I've seen that firsthand too, where like this generation specifically, there's been kind of less of an emphasis on indies. You know what I'm saying? Not
On the PlayStation side, at least,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, specifically, yeah,
for
on
the
the
past
PlayStation
few
side.
years of this generation, because up front it was heavy,
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
and now
Interesting.
those seem to have gone to Switch, and then perhaps Apple Arcade is the next platform where indies thrive. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm very curious. I've heard a lot of discussion about Apple Arcade this week.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't yet, but I did hear that you can connect a PS4 controller to an iPhone now
You can.
very easily.
You can. And even better, you can connect the controller to like an iPhone or an iPad and do remote play. And I do want to try that. I do want to try things out, but like, it's really cool. It's good, but I definitely think you should try Apple Arcade for sure this week if you can.
Yeah, I want to try it out if I have a chance.
First month's free. First month's free,
Oh,
and
okay.
you can
I
cancel
didn't
the
know that.
subscription. Yep, first month's free, and you can cancel it before the next month re-ups if you don't want to pay. Yep, it's all good. But
Uh, Closing out on the Sean Layden discussion, if you have nothing else to say, do you have a favorite Sean Layden memory
oh my
that you
god,
want to shout out?
when he unveiled, okay, I was watching the kind of funny reactions, right? When he unveiled Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That was one of the hypest things I've ever seen. I don't have really that many ties to Crash, but seeing Tim freak out over Crash was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, hands down. That was great. Also, I like the Wired.com interview. I
Mhm.
thought that like he definitely was very bold and like how obviously he got the clear to say what was available on PS5 and stuff like that and the features, but I like that it was him and his delivery that gave that news. I just really have a lot of I just have a lot of respect for Sean overall. I think he's
Mhm.
great, but
Um, I really liked E3 2016. That's the same one as the Crash Bandicoot one.
Fire.
I um I liked a lot of because the thing is he wasn't in that conference a ton because it was lots of trailer orchestra.
Hmm.
I thought his little monologue after the God of War demo, talking about how PlayStation's for everyone, because that was also the same weekend as the Pulse nightclub shooting. He was very like considerate of the event. I believe he was one of the only executives to bring it up and like honor that on stage.
Right.
Um, I thought that was really cool of him. I loved also towards the end of the presentation when he walked out, and he's like, "Man, if you ever get a chance to walk out on stage playing an orchestra, do it because that's awesome." I liked that moment too. And the reveal of The Last of Us Part 2, because like he knows, at
Mm.
that PSX, he's like, all I'm gonna say, thanks for coming and enjoy. Because like
God,
he knows. He's a cool guy.
so good, so good. Sometimes I go back and watch like E3 highlights, and like a lot of them he's in.
I rewatch E3 press conferences a couple times a
Pretty,
year.
yeah, yeah, pretty a lot, yeah. I watch them a lot. I love it.
That
But
2016 one is like a show.
that
Like
one's a
I can
banger.
rewatch that one
God,
a
I
lot.
love. We gotta do a show just looking back at our top 10 moments of E3 at some point because
Oh, sure, yeah.
I love E3 2016. E3 2013 was fire. You know,
2015 too. That was a good one.
2015 was fire. Yeah, so good,
Um,
so good.
but yeah. Oh,
E3
also,
2019 was.
yeah. Shawn Layden likes Monster Hunter a lot, so
Mm,
shout out to him for that.
mm, mm.
But
I'm gonna miss him. R.I.P.
yeah, I'm excited to see what he does next.
Hmm.
Moving on though, I thought I was gonna have a lot of things to say about this next topic, but man, I don't.
Dude, we will figure it out, man. It's all good. It's all good.
um, so over the weekend, players around the world, or at least the United States, I know, got a chance to try out Tom Clancy Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Oh,
Breakpoint. Sorry, Ghost Recon
this
Breakpoint.
topic. Oh, I thought you were talking about the other one. Okay,
Oh,
this
no, no.
topic.
I see.
Oof.
I forgot last night when you were talking about topics. I forgot that we were going to cover this.
Mm.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint is my biggest disappointment this year.
Oh no. Now,
Maybe in the last 3 years.
would you like to preface before we go into Breakpoint, right?
Sure.
Your absolute love affair with Wildlands. I know you were a big fan of it.
You want to talk about sevens? Ghost Recon Wildlands is the best seven I've played this generation.
Damn. Damn.
I love Wildlands. It is a blast. It's so much fun. It's just like cheesy military popcorn,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like the dumbest thing ever, but it's like it's so fun scoping out a base, playing with a buddy, clearing them all out, taking like an hour to do it, like no alarms going off. Ghost Recon Wildlands is amazing. I love that game.
Right.
One of my favorite experiences for multiplayer this generation. So when they announced Ghost Recon Breakpoint earlier this year, I was like, hell yes, another Ghost Recon this generation. I thought we were gonna have to wait so long. I was texting my buddy I played Wildlands with. I was like, dude, we're getting this day one, rolling through this thing. He got to the private beta.
Uh-huh.
I did not.
Right.
He said
I
he only
see.
played like an hour or so of it, and he said that they did make a lot of changes. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And I heard that the camera's closer. Obviously, they really touched on the more military accuracy, I guess.
Okay. Right. I see.
And I was like, this could be cool. Like I like the dumb, over the top military aspects of the first one. So like, if they really lean into that, sure, why not? Ghost Recon Breakpoint has an identity crisis
Oh no. Oh god.
that it's trying to be so many different things at once, and it doesn't do any of them particularly well.
That's
And
quite upsetting.
yeah, just like it really hurts the overall package. So I played for about 2 hours,
Okay.
and then I immediately deleted it.
Shoot.
So
It got the axe?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was like 30 gigs. I was gonna download something else
It was
instead.
a 30. Damn. Well, I mean, I don't even out here front because like I know a lot of games are 30 gigs at this point, but
Well,
damn.
that was a beta that was 30 gigs. Is like so.
I mean, the gunfight 2v2 was like 30 gigs, and it was
Yeah.
literally like two maps that were
Yeah.
like not even big. It was so weird. But
So I think
what?
my biggest. So what they do with Breakpoint is they preface this: you're nomad, you're the ghost leader,
Right.
you're in a new environment. It's a fantasy environment now. This is a made up land where the CEO is making these drones and tech and stuff like that. It's his
Okay.
private island, and he has this former ghost played by John Bernthal
Uh huh.
leading his militaristic security for the island.
Right.
Um, there's a team of ghosts that gets lost in this area. Your job is to go find them, rescue them, get out.
Okay.
You go there, this swarm of like mini drones that looks like a swarm of like locusts attacks your helicopter
Interesting.
and you crash, and then it's just you and your squad trying to survive on the island, figuring out what's going on.
Hmm.
So from there, you get an introduction. It's like, okay, here's how you play the game. Here's how the guns work. Here's how stealth works. And it's like, yeah, some of this is familiar. I played Wildlands. But when you progress, it just like, it's so much more, it's a closer camera. Um, it's a clunkier game. You feel heavier. And I don't know if that's because of the military aspects, but it doesn't feel as fun to control. Vehicles don't feel as fun and feel like they can't lend to funny moments, you know? Because, like, with Wildlands, it was like, hey, if I'm on this motorcycle going down a hill, if I hit a twig, I'm going flying like 4 football fields. And that's fun. That's funny. Breakpoint is like, hey, I'm on a motorcycle, right? And then I just like run into like a boulder instead of just like like sliding around it.
Right.
I just like full on like slide slam into the boulder, and it's like, well, all my momentum's gone now. Got to back up. Like, you know how when you back up in a video game on a motorcycle,
It's super slow and awkward.
it's the slowest thing ever.
It's the slowest thing ever. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going uphill. Like, it's stuff like that. It's like I think they made so much of an effort to make this feel more realistic, more of a military sim, with like the way your healing works, with the way you just maneuver around everything, that it sacrifices the fun of it because it doesn't feel good to control.
Hmm.
Shooting feels fine, but it's a stealth game, so you're not going to do a ton of shooting. You know, you're going to do like silenced shooting and like using your drone a lot, scoping things out. And I don't know, man. It's like they're taking a ton of cues from the Division. Like there's a lot of really, really in-depth progression and skill trees, gadget unlocks. There's a gear menu. If there's anything that didn't need a gear menu, it was Ghost Recon. You know,
Now, Kevin Mack in the chat asked, did you play with friends or solo?
I did play with a buddy,
Okay, I see.
so it was me and him rolling around the
Gotcha.
map.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Now, is
So
it so? I guess like the main pulp of the issue here is that it tried to evolve itself to be a little bit more realistic and, like you said before, take certain cues from Division, which that heightened me because I like Division a lot. But it sounds like what Wildlands was not Division, and that was the point. Like
yeah,
that's
and
that's what made it good, right?
that's why I was excited for Ghost Recon Breakpoint because earlier this year Division 2 did come out and I was tempted, but I
Yep.
was like, the reason I didn't get Division 1 was because there's that like dissonance of if I have a shotgun and I shoot some guy in the head, he should die,
Right. I see.
which Division doesn't do. That's fine,
Yeah.
you know, but that's not what I'm looking for with a game like this.
God, I love Division. God. Now you said Division, man. I got all hot and bothered. Love
And
some
that
Division.
that disconnect isn't really here. Like weapons do the damage they should in my head, but it's like making so many concessions as far as like your power point, your gear, your like you got a blue gun, now you got a better gear, you got this thing, you got upgrades. There's so many menus, so many menus. Gave me a headache seeing how many menus there were and just navigating everything. The UI is just and it's got like a Destiny style,
I
which I love Destiny.
I
All
don't
right, I
like.
like Destiny.
No, listen. I don't like that cursor thing, dude.
Yeah,
Whenever a
that's
game does that, I can't stand it. I can tolerate it for Destiny. Okay, fine. Right?
yeah.
It's been there since the
I,
jump. I can
I thought
tolerate it.
it worked fine in Odyssey.
Yes.
Odyssey, I was okay with it.
Actually,
Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
you're
another
right.
Ubisoft game.
100%. I don't know why that worked out, but you're right. I did not have an issue with the Odyssey one. But Destiny, I can just tolerate it. But any other game, if I see it in there, I can't stand that. It was in Modern Warfare, I think. No, it was in Black Ops 4. Couldn't
Hmm.
stand it in Black Ops 4. Could not stand it. I think it's in Modern Warfare too.
Yeah.
I forgot. But I hate that
Well,
shit. It's tragic. But
basically, where I'm landing on is like they're going for too many things, and none of them fit together. Like there's a raid now. I thought it was gonna be cool. Like, oh sweet, we're on this like island. We're gonna do like a stealth raid. That's awesome.
okay, okay.
Hearing them talk about it in game was like, this isn't exciting. This isn't cool. This just sounds like a way to make this game a living service like Division.
Right.
Um,
Hmm.
and the thing that like really made me just like, I'm done.
Oh shit.
So I mentioned with Wildlands, the story was like very B movie military, like, oh, the drug cartel is doing this thing. Let's hoorah, let's go kill this guy.
Right.
And that's fun. With this, it's like they're going so hard on making it feel like a military sim. That's the impression I'm getting from playing this game. But the cutscenes, ugly. And also, like, the dialogue is like the most wooden, doofy, goofy thing in the world. Like, they're talking about drone swarms and,
Even from
like,
John
super.
Bernthal though?
John Bernthal was like, had one line. And I'm convinced, like, he's probably gonna have like three cutscenes throughout that entire game. Then at the end, you kill him.
That's so upsetting. Cause
But like,
how much they played up John Bernthal.
yeah, well, I mean, like, even the villain in Wildlands didn't even show up until close to the end after the beginning of the game.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
like, yeah, man, it's just like the dialogue is so cheesy that it just doesn't fit with how hardcore they're trying to be, like, accurate.
Right.
And making it accurate makes the game less fun for me. And
That
it's just all these things falling apart.
that is tragic. That's tragic. So, because I know this was one of your big games that you were looking for in the fall. So
Yeah.
where are we at right now in terms of purchase? Are
Oh,
we?
I'm not getting this thing. Are you kidding me?
Damn. He's like, no, we're good. He's like, take
Nah,
that.
dude.
They take
No
that back,
way.
boys. Oh man, tragedy, tragic.
And it's crazy because this is a beta, but like also the game comes out this week.
Yeah. What?
It comes out this Friday, October
What?
4th.
That's scummy as fuck. That's fucking scummy.
So like, yeah, it's a beta, and like,
It's yeah. That's not beta. That is the
what,
that's the that
exactly
is
like
that
it's
is the game, good sir. That is
it's
the game.
either a demo for the full game that just means the game is really rough, the roughest Ubisoft game I've played this generation, because I think they've done a great job this gen. Look back at some of the episodes that we've talked about.
Fire.
A lot of my favorite games this generation have been from Ubisoft. I think they're the
Fucking
best third-party developer
fire.
this gen,
100%.
best publisher.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. But
Division
this
2,
game's
Watch Dogs 2. I know you don't have Watch Dogs 2, but Watch Dogs 2, AC Odyssey, Origins, fire. Fire.
you most of the Far Cries I had a lot of fun
Mm-hmm.
with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, man, like it's
Damn.
either way, it's just a bad situation because it's either a demo for a game that's buggy, broken, and just ugh, or it's a really old build for a game they're using to demo a game that comes out within like a week and a half of when this beta was out.
Which you would think they
Either
wouldn't
way,
do. Yeah.
that's a bad look.
Yeah. It's a bad look.
So
Mm.
I'm glad I got a chance to play it because I was in on this game, and if I bought this, I would have been even more upset.
Yeah, I saw it on the old dashboard on PS Store, and I was like, should I?
This is a hard pass. I will play the Division 2 before I play Breakpoint.
Damn. And I was like, nah. I'll just let Borderlands 3 keep sucking my soul till, Yeah.
Yeah.
So, damn. Hate to hear it, man. Hate to hear it.
I can't do that to myself.
Wait, I really want to see where this was on your top 10 anticipated games. I really want to see where it
Give
was.
it a look. Well, the thing is, we didn't know it was coming this year until
Oh no, we
E3.
didn't. Oh shit. Yeah, you're right. Damn, that's
It
upsetting.
would have been like probably top five,
Mm,
but
mm.
not anymore. Uh, I did like closing off on this like multiplayer oriented discussion, I guess, though. Today's the launch of Destiny 2 Shadowkeep,
It is. I wanted to
and
ask you about this. Yeah.
yeah, I hopped into Destiny 2 again.
How was it? How
I
was
think
it?
the night of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, I was like, man, no. And then I downloaded Destiny 2.
No.
And my Destiny 1 Guardian, day one of Destiny 1, is a Warlock. In
Okay.
Destiny 2, I was like, I'm going to play Titan.
Right.
I still have my Warlock in here, but I was going to play Titan.
Shout out to Titans. Was good, homies. Shout out to Titans. I've always meant
So,
Titan day one.
but I was feeling nostalgia, and I was like, man, I miss my Warlock. I love that guy. He's a green exo with a purple horn. He's got a cool, like, scar in his face.
Fire.
Love that thing.
Fire.
So I didn't play through Osiris or Warmind with my Warlock.
Mm.
So I played through both of those DLCs over the weekend. I was like, man, this game is just fun to play.
Absolutely.
And I played through with my buddy. I was like, hey, you want to run through Warmind? I know you didn't run it with a character. I'm running it with my guy. I didn't do it yet with. So we ran through Warmind. I thought Warmind was cool. At my local Walmart, there was a Forsaken on sale for $20. Thought about it, but I have store credit on the PSN, so I might just buy that the expansion there.
Is it on sale right now? Because I'll give it $20 before I even
So
get Shadowkeep. Because I've played. Okay, I think I've definitely played through Osiris,
mhm.
and then Warmind. I think I either beat or I'm halfway through. I
Warmind
believe I'm
isn't very
half.
long.
I believe I'm halfway through. I think I just dipped my toes and just like, I'm good, you know. But
Yeah.
over the past few weeks, we talked about that. Like, I have felt this calling in the void. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Somewhere in the dark ether, if you will. You know,
Yeah.
because there's like a lot of games out that are calling for my soul. You know, right now Borderlands 3 has it. Right,
Mhm.
it has its grasp pretty tight on me, but I feel the calling of Destiny. You know,
Man, it felt so nice to play Destiny 2 again. I love Destiny.
Destiny's
Like,
really good. It's a
it
really
has its
good
ups and
game.
downs, but man, I have such a place in my heart for those
It's
two games.
it's fucking good. I'm gonna have to agree.
The gunplay is great, but
Do I give in, Christian? Do I just give in?
so it's interesting because today's the launch of Shadowkeep, and
It
it's
is.
also the launch of New Light. So
It
if you're
is.
listening, you haven't played Destiny 2 before, you can now play Destiny 2 base game, Osiris, Warmind, Crucible, most of their multiplayer modes, Strikes, all of that's free.
I miss Crucible too, man. Crucible was
Dude, I played a lot
really
of Crucible
fun.
this week.
Crucible is fun as fuck. Now, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, but I saw last night on Twitter. IGN posted a comparison of the original intro from Destiny 1, and I guess it's in New Light.
Yeah,
Do they
I didn't
just.
watch this,
Yeah,
but I
so.
heard about it.
Yeah, it's the same intro, it's just updated and it's like a little bit changed and it looks better and everything. Um, and my thought was like, wait, is there Destiny 1 content in New Light? That
I
that
don't think
that can't
so.
be true, right? Okay, no. Yeah, that can't be. So it was just the intro for new players that haven't played Destiny at all. I guess
Right.
to kind of like get them caught to speed. Okay, gotcha. I was really confused. I was like, is there Destiny? I'm like,
Right.
did they just throw Destiny 1 shit in here too? But nah. I figured it wasn't.
So if you do play New Light and you want to finish catching up, and this is the situation that you and I are in right now, because we've played all the year one Destiny content, Destiny
Right.
2 content. We'd have to buy Forsaken, which you could buy on disc if it's on $20 at a Walmart near you. You have Forsaken, and then you will get the annual pass for free as a part of this new free-to-play model, because the way it works is if you own Forsaken, just Forsaken, and you didn't buy the annual pass, which is like new content that continues to flesh out the expansion, they will now give you that new content for free if you own Forsaken.
Hmm.
But the only way to buy Forsaken digitally is a $25 package, which is everything in one. So it's like you're not really saving much, but like it's $25.
Yeah, I
Forsaken,
I'm
and I'm
looking at it
kind of
right
thinking about
now. Yeah,
fighting on that.
because I know, and I'm trying to think about this. Okay, so the Forsaken $25 collection does come with Warmind and Osiris, and then this
Yes,
purple thing. I don't know what that is. I don't know what
I
this
think that's
this.
Forsaken.
No,
Pur-
that can't
the
be true.
purple
Oh wait,
hair,
yeah,
that's Cade.
you're right. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you are wait the Forsaken annual pass. So the Forsaken annual pass is that what came after Forsaken?
Yes.
What the hell came after Forsaken?
Any multiplayer mode, some new public
Oh,
events, stuff like that. Like very
oh.
small things to extend the flesh out the world and stuff like that.
It wasn't necessarily like expansions, quote unquote.
Right. It wasn't like a Warmind size thing. It was like three
Ah,
small things that probably add up all together to the size of one of the smaller expansions.
I see. I see. Because I know we were talking about it over the summer. 104 gigabyte safe? What? 104 gigs? All right, bro. What was I gonna say? Like I know throughout the summer we were talking about it, and it was like $40. You know, I was like, oh, it's
Yeah.
kind of steep. You know what I'm saying? And then Shadowkeep is, I believe, $40. I'm assuming, right?
I think Shadowkeep is a full 60.
No way! Don't tell
Well,
me that.
no, 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 because listen, I'm not gonna defend it, but one, Bungie's independent now.
That's fair.
Um, two, it's the size of a like Rise of Iron.
Okay.
So like it's meaty enough that it's adding a lot. It's a brand new environment. They brought the moon back.
It is $35.
Shadowkeep's only 35.
According to the PS Store, Destiny 2 Shadowkeep full game released October 1st, 2019 is $35, which is quite surprising, if I may. Wait, let me. No,
I'm
wait,
buying so much Destiny stuff.
because let me see it. So here, yeah, there's a digital deluxe edition that is going to be. Let me check.
Is that 160, and does that include an annual pass? I think that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, the annual pass for Beyond. Yes. So the digital deluxe is $60, and it does it come with an annual pass? Let's see. Season pass for Season of the Undying.
Yep,
Interesting. Interesting. So that's for the this upcoming year stuff, I
I
believe, right?
believe so.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know what should be more inclined to get though. Huh. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna start with getting Forsaken.
I
If
think I am.
I'm gonna if if I do jump in, if I do jump in, excuse me, I'm gonna finish Warmind, which I'm pretty sure I didn't finish yet. I'm not sure if I did or not. And then I had to look into also like because I know there's ways to get your character up to light level pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta
So
look into that more. I don't know if you have any
I'll
insight on that, but
I'll add to this too. If you're listening and you're hearing us talking about all these expansions, I'm pretty sure I haven't looked into it a ton, but I know Bungie was like, you want to make Destiny a thing you can just hop back into or hop into for the first time. So I believe with a new light, there's an option that lets you hop up to max light level, which I believe right now is 750 pre Shadowkeep,
right.
and then you can just roll right into Shadowkeep if you want to, but you'd have to
Okay.
pay for Shadowkeep.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So there are options to like jump to whatever content you want to, I think, is like what one of the big things they were talking about this summer from what I was like loosely following with the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I think Destiny might have me again.
Damn. Damn. I might jump in and beat Warmind this week. I might. I might
If I'm
just peruse
free,
it.
I will fire team up with you, and if we want a third, I know my friend will be available.
Let's do it. I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, let's just do it. Um, interesting. I didn't think we talked about Destiny that much, but
I didn't either. And I was gonna say, the other topic we have is Uncharted 4 inspiration for Last of Us Part 2.
right.
Would you be open to saving this for an episode of Road to Part 2
I'm
that I
down.
will guest on?
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna change the title of this whole
Yeah,
episode. We'll
because
talk.
I do have to head out pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll put Destiny Warmind in there, and I mean, Destiny Shadowkeep in there. I'm shocked it's $35 still. I
Yeah,
thought
me
it'd be
too.
40.
Honestly, I thought I was
I,
prepared to like, if I had to drop 60 on that thing.
damn, you were just ready to go, huh?
I
Ready to
had a good
go.
weekend, man. I had a good weekend with Destiny.
I feel you. I feel you. I might do it. Oh, completely not gaming related. Spider-Man's back in the MCU. That was cool.
Yes.
That was cool. Can be a side note, but there we go. And then still playing through Borderlands 3. Still chugging along on that. Still loving it. Still enjoying the hell out of it. There was a very very neat poke at, not like poke in a bad way, but just like nod to Telltale. Not really a big spoiler.
Did you
I did
tweet
tweet about
this?
it. Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I
I
saw that.
loved it.
That was cute.
I loved it. I thought that was like the best thing. I was like, yes, that is the content I'm looking for. 100%. Very very good. But
All right, well, I think that's gonna do it for episode 54 Cross Circle.
I'm gonna have to agree. Packed episode. A,
Yeah.
a lot of things went down. But Christian, where can the people find you?
If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chris and Buckley. This Friday,
Mm.
the first episode of Jedi Knights, a Star Wars review. Excuse me, a Star Wars retrospective review podcast. Me and my friend Mike Connors are reviewing every Star Wars movie leading up 1 week to episode 9.
Can't wait.
So look out for that on podcast services and youtube.com/joyclicks.
Cannot wait. Also, you started a new series, Chun Up. Don't even want to plug that.
Did, yeah. That's a editorial where I'm pretty much going to talk about whatever I want for like 10 minutes a week.
Fire. Fire.
Lots of production went into it. I'm proud of it. So if you want to check it out, you can check that out too on JoyClicks.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And me, follow me at the KDS123 on Twitter. Follow me on there. Of course, I'm still here on PlayStation Source. We'll be doing some. We had some interesting topics this week. You know, I do want to play through Medieval.
Okay.
I want to do that. Just want to check it out. You know, I've never played the original Medieval. I don't know if you did, but
I'm not.
definitely want to check it out. Some interesting stuff with PlayStation 2 that we have not discussed yet on the channel, but I do definitely want to.
Mm-hmm.
That thing with the storefront, how they're gonna sell their own stuff. I think that's interesting stuff. You know,
Yeah.
there's some interesting stuff going on for the turn of the generation that could be very interesting. But definitely keep up there. Of course, Road to Part 2. We're actually probably going to reschedule Road to Part 2 as well, because we were recording on Thursdays and posting it the following Wednesday, and was a very awkward thing to do, you know? So I think Road to Part 2 might be a weekend podcast. I think we might put it up on Saturday or Sunday.
Weekend podcasts are underrated.
Yeah, I think that's where it might fit nicely, you know? And it might be better overall with like time to recording time to post time, have that less. I think it might be overall beneficial. So
The number of times that I've had like an hour or two free on a weekend and I want to listen to new content from some of my favorite podcasts, very high.
Very
It's
high.
never existing, so
That's really the worst feeling
yeah.
is when you're out of podcast and it's like, fuck. It's like,
Do I find a new one?
it's like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't have a podcast till Monday.
I just have to be alone in my thoughts.
It's Saturday. I have to go all Sunday without a podcast. It's quite upsetting, I tell you.
Yeah.
But we're here to fill that void, boys. I think we're gonna do it. I have to talk to Starks officially. And it's really funny how I haven't talked to him yet about it, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna do that because we don't
All right.
have one for tomorrow. That's the biggest thing.
Gotcha.
There is nothing for tomorrow because we posted that one on Sunday because it was Outbreak Day stuff. But it's all good. It's all good, boys. Fret not. Look out this weekend or on my Twitter.
Okay.
go.
Well, until then,
Greatness awaits.
see ya.